There we go. Hope all is well out in the world. Had to do it live. You know how we do it. Tuesday, take some phone calls. A little bit of everything. Got a little bit of Villanueva. There's the comment section. All right, you can hear me now, right? You can hear me now. There you go. There you go. I had that shit muted, carnal. So before you get in here, look at that, homie. That's a nice baño from the homies from Suavecito. It's in all kind of fresh gear. Man. This is my lights, the camera, and the action. How's everybody doing today? All right, Fenelux is good, carnal. Quemador de hierba, shout me out, Gil. Le gusta la hierba ese cabrón. Rosario Chayo, hello, sir. Hello, and thank you for that membership. Always appreciate it. Yeah, so I just got done doing a podcast with the homie Chingo Bling, man. He invited me to be a guest on his podcast, and of course I said yes. Chingo and I had a small history, nothing major. He said some stuff that we just had a little run into each other when we first met, I guess, on social media. And then I made a video, talking all kind of crap. And the great part that came out of that was Chingo and I actually had a conversation. He came on our platform here, and he put it all out there. And that's one thing I've always said about Chingo. I respect his ass because he doesn't just talk about it. He's about it. He'll go on your platform and discuss whatever he believes. And that's what separates the men from the boys, man. If you got a political view, but you're scared to come on, then come on now. Give up. Anaheim is in the building. All right, so let's see what we got. Let's see, American Negro. What's going on, player? Remember, we need everyone's participation. Hitting that like button and also support the channel and share the stream on all your social media platforms. Yeah, that'd be nice, right? If people would actually share it on all the social media platforms. That's on. Your fave is blurry. I don't know about that. Maybe. There you go, homie. It's the glasses, homeboy. But I got my. I was showing the guys earlier. I got my Suavecito bandana. Nothing major. Looking good. What up, American Cholo? What do you think about Elon Musk to do with Twitter? And what do you think about the situation? Let me get that in this so I don't. What's up, my man, American Negro? What up, American Cholo? What do you think Elon Musk is going to do with Twitter? And what do you think about the situation? I think it's a great situation for Twitter and anybody who uses Twitter. I actually have a Twitter account. I don't use it, but now since Elon Musk is acquiring the whole business, I'm gonna start using it more. I even bought some stock in Twitter, believe it or not. As soon as I heard he was gonna purchase it or thought he was gonna purchase it, which I kind of figured he was, kind of bullied himself in there, but he did his thing. I'm gonna definitely get some stock in Twitter, man. Let's see. Rosario Chayo, probably the only woman supporter. You're very few, but yeah, we got one or two members that are female as well. So, but thank you so much for that membership and that support. And that's how you support the channel, man. You become a member of the channel, and you help to keep the lights on in this place. All right, Mr. Hector Luna, saludos, Gil from Long Beach, Strong Beach. Hector Luna is in the building. I appreciate that, my man. All right, both of us women. There you go. 818 LB City in the Heezy for Sheezy. Man, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you guys. Chingo Bling, let me see. Chingo Bling gets heat because of his political views. He does not have a plantation mentality. No, absolutely. Listen, when it comes to Chingo, he is like a lot of us who speak on political stuff. He cares, man. He cares, plain and simple. Does it mean that we're going to agree on everything? No, just like a lot of you guys aren't going to agree on everything I'm talking about all the time. You're not supposed to agree. If you agree on everything that I'm speaking of, that means we're robots, and we're not robots. We're individuals. We have different opinions, but the thing that adults do is they share their opinions, they speak about it, and if they can't come to an agreement, you just agree to disagree and move on to something that you can agree on. And that's, I think, we're gonna move forward a lot faster, a lot better. Just agree. I mean, just the stuff we can't agree on, put it to the side and move forward, man. Economic Forum. Joe Reyes says, "Don't fall for Elon Musk. He's part of the World Economic Forum." No, I just listen. People loved Elon Musk until they started figuring out that he wasn't a super left guy, and now all of a sudden they don't like him so much. But I don't know. I dig the guy. I think him buying Twitter is a good thing because it is funny how they always want to silence people that are more conservative. I'm more conservative. I'm not a Republican by any means, but I'm definitely more conservative. Like this was the first time that YouTube has ever censored me when I did that. I did the JFK thing on not JFK on Robert Kennedy, and it won't post it. Instagram took it, TikTok took it, but YouTube refused to post it, man. Dice que saludos de SCATC. 13. All right, homeboy. No banging, no banging. Keep it good. What's up, Street Dog Locos? We'll hit you guys up. Chingo Bling talks a lot of interesting topics on his podcast. Absolutely. Like I said, I was on Chingo Bling's podcast today. Hopefully, it'll come out this week. And as soon as I know, you guys will know. I will put it out there. Diado Padilla, what do you think about China Mac and No Jumper? Okay, I'll talk a little bit about that. Some of you guys may not follow this whatsoever. China Mac is a rapper out of, I believe, New York. I'm not sure what part or the East Coast. And he felt a certain way with AD. He's a guy from No Jumper that he felt that he pretty much took his idea of, I think China Mac has a Mac Eats or something. He goes to different hoods and they're barbecuing or something, but he kicks it with their homies and they do their thing, right? So they didn't have disagreement. China Mac just thought AD, the guy that's a No Jumper, stole this idea, came out on YouTube, he did a little rant talking shit, but then he went and he fought with the guy. They ended up fighting and squashed their beef, right? People say that's what men do. Unfortunately, no, that's not what men do. That is a final resort, right? Do you really believe that that any, let's say, Warner Brothers and Paramount, that the CEOs of those companies are going to say, "Man, you took my idea," and they're going to be fighting? No, man, they always take ideas. It does okay. Anytime you see any movie come out, there's always another movie that's similar like it. For instance, two movies that you guys will find out right away, and even though you may say they're not the same, but the same movie, American Me and Blood In, Blood Out. As soon as they heard American Me is being done, boom, let's start doing Blood In, Blood Out. There's always something like that either movie places will do, music will do. What's popping in music? Okay, this is popping in music. So guess what? Other people will start getting that same style and try to duplicate and do it better. But there's really nothing anybody has done that hasn't been done yet. So for somebody to sit there and say, "Oh man, you stole my style," it's just it's back to that hood mentality and back to, well, let's get them up. And like I said, it was cool they did that and it didn't get any worse. Don't get me wrong, but that's not what real men do. Real men take care of business. Like I said, you're not gonna get two CEOs of real business to hash it out by saying, "All right, well, let's get down." If I'm saying the sky is blue, you're saying the sky is black, and we get into a fight and you win. Is the sky turned black? No, the sky's still blue. So the fight really is not solving anything. All it's solving is just your ego has been hurt, and you want to sit there and take out aggression on somebody. But that's not what men do. I mean, that's what people who are being immature and want to fight. Like I said, to me, a fight is a last resort when somebody's in front of your face and they're talking shit and do this and that. If they're woofing online, man, they're just woofing on me. But maybe they did it for the views. I don't think so. I think they got heated. It got blown way out of proportion, way too quick. But that's the world we live in nowadays. The world we live in nowadays is straight everything's on the YouTube, man. Mr. Pocho Live, what it do, fool? Pocho Live, shout out to my boy. You starting to sound like you was in the Bay. Oh man, yeah, been hanging around you too much, homeboy. What's up, Pocho? Make sure to check out Pocho Live, man, on YouTube and on IG, carnal. All right, well, who else we got in here? The barrio, is that slot for sale? No, that is not for sale. That is not for sale. The slot machine is not. Well, maybe when I'm going broke and everything's coming to an end, then I'll be like, everything must go sale. Everything must go sale, but not, carnal. It's not for sale, man. Mm-mm. Do you know what's the Dunning-Kruger effect? Now, I don't know that one, man. I do not. Burn TV, what's going on, carnal? ¿Cómo estás? Great conversation with you last week, homeboy. I appreciate that shit, man. Mm. Ta-da. I like your thing, Gil. We need more of that in society. Yeah, some people do. Some people just hate it. Some people just este pinche Gil. He gets under my skin. Oh yeah, let me read out the. That's funny. I did the poll to see if we should do a live, right? So let me see what the poll is real quick. Where's the poll? Chale, Holmes. Chale. Aquí está el poll. Okay. I'm going blind. That's the problem here. Once you get old, you eventually go blind. Okay, so we had 222 votes within an hour or two. No, Mr. Rogelio, not right now. 73% said yes, let's do it, Gil. 15% said screw you, Gil, but yes, this is the one I like the most. It's funny. The people who said no, 12% said no, I don't like you, but I still can't help but watch. And that's a good one, man. You guys don't like me, but you can't help but watch. There you go. Here in the air and age, it's beautiful outside. Yeah, it actually is very nice out there. It's actually nice weather too. So let's get Mr. Mike Glory. What's going on, carnal? All right, so let's get into some of this stuff here. So actually, I know how to go viral on Twitter, guys. I know how to go viral on Twitter. I put up a post and I screwed up on one of the actors. He was really Mexican, but I put like five actors. And I'll tell you why right now. Then I'll tell you the secret to go viral on Twitter. I think I got like 14,000 in about about 3 or 4 hours, and it's only getting bigger. It's only getting bigger. All right, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Here we go. So this is what started it all for me today, right? That is the man known as. Hold on. That is known the man as Bad Bunny. All right. I'm sure you got like he got the accent, he's got the voice. He's the one that everybody's paying about $1,000 to go to his concerts, right? So he's gonna be I don't know if he is, but that's what they're saying. The first Latino, he's not a superhero, he's a villain on Marvel, right? So Bad Bunny, he's gonna be on Marvel. He's gonna be on I don't know if on the Spider-Man, but on something that they're gonna put him in. And I posted that, and then off the back, off the bat. Stop saying off the back, yo. It's off the bat. There you go. I've learned from you guys, right? Off the bat, the first thing I start seeing, and I did a small rant on IG Live and I put it to my TikTok. I haven't put it here, so we're talking about it, right? You start getting, and I'm calling them, how there's super sureños. Anybody who's down here, from the south, that about the super sureños, after that, hi, homie, putting all that extra on it, homie, right? The super sureños. These are the super chicanos, and they start. Oh, that vato's not Latino. Oh, that vato's not raza. Oh, and I'm like, jeez, here we go. And these are always the no sabo guys. The no sabo son los que no hablan nada de español. And then when you tell them, fool, you don't even speak Spanish. That ain't our native language either, bro. Our native language is a chucka. And they don't even know how to speak the native language either. Listen, man, we as Cali Max have been speaking Spanish for over 500 years, I would think. Maybe more, maybe less. Somewhere around plus or minus 100 years, right? We just speak Spanish because that is our language, homie. Don't give me this shit that's not our language. I don't speak. I speak. No, that's our language, homie. Whether you go to Mexico, that's our language. You go to Honduras, that's our language. You go to El Salvador, that's our language, homie. I don't know where you're coming up. Maybe it wasn't back then, but back then we weren't the much that we are today, right? But let's get back to the super Chicanos. And I went in on them. That is the reason that we don't have the unity we're supposed to have, because there's always a jackass in the crowd that'll be, and that's the guy who starts the fights but don't stick around for the fight. That's that fucking pendejo. There's what, and I'd say, and this is the truth. Tell me if I'm lying. I work with the majority straight. When I say raza, I mean raza. I mean El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, México, de Sinaloa, de Chihuahua, de donde sea. Pero gente que están aquí hablan puro español. The majority, right? And the majority of those people will tell those jackasses who are the super Chicanos that are telling Bad Bunny's not Latino or anything like that. They will tell you, fool, you're not even Mexican. Tú no eres de Mexico, güey. So it's a pecking order. It's a pecking order that we need to stop, because that same pecking order, a racist white person will sit there and say, well, you're not American, man. You go back to Mexico. And that's the same pecking order that we don't like, yet some of these jackasses are the first ones to do it. What say you? What say you? Let me see. Da-da, da-da. Yeah, it's like a back acid. Yeah, that's what it is, homeboy. Bad Bunny was on Narc. Yeah, Bad Bunny was on Narcos. And like I said, I put a bunch of guys. Oh, so let me get back to the story. How you can go viral on TikTok. So I got the guy who's the main guy from the Mayans, and I put a thing. He's mixed from El Salvador, I think Argentina. I had Bob from La Bamba, Bob Puerto Rican. I had another guy that was in Narcos. He's from Chile. And I had one guy that was Narcos that was Mexican, and I put him as Argentino. But in reality, he is Mexican, and his mom's full British, so he is mixed, and that made my TikTok go crazy because people love to say you're wrong. And instead of sitting there and listening to the message and saying, man, it's a damn shame that we got to still keep going and arguing over this dumb stuff. Oh, man, that guy's Mexican. Oh, my God. And hey, the numbers are working. So I guess putting somebody out and saying they're not Mexican when they are, I guess that'll make it go viral on TikTok. Homeboy. What the fuck's my right eyebrow, homeboy? That is my love. What is it? A love mark, homeboy? A beauty mark. Nah, it's a beauty mark, homeboy. Man, with the big fat eyes. Like, hey, man, what's in your eye, homie? What's that big thing in your eye? Damn, Pablo, what's wrong with you, playboy? Yeah, the Spanglish and los sabos. What's up, Looks? You know what it is, homie. You know what it is. All right. Are you good? Shut off. What? Nah, man. Come on. I'm gonna get out of here with that. Nah, don't talk about it. We don't talk about Bruno, homeboy. Hold on. Let me get my paño. It gets warm in here, man. Let's get warm in here. All right, now let me get the number thing back up because I had a couple people trying to call, but I was on my little spill here. Homies and chulas saying stay up. Órale, Gibby. Hey, what's up, Manuel? ¿Cómo estamos, carnal? Shout out to Big Chula Vista out there. How much stock in Twitter should you buy? I bought a few $100. I think I bought like $500 worth of stock. I think the stock is like at 53 bucks a stock or something like that. I bought some just for shits and giggles, see where it goes. I think it'll be better. Okay, just hopping in. What's the topic? We're talking a little bit about dum-dums and dum-dums. Okay, so here we go. Okay, let me show you another one. So that's one of the topics there. When you say, oh, they're not raza. You pinche pendejos. Okay, well, here we go. Let me get this one. I got another one for you guys here. Video file. Okay, so what's also going on over here, let's talk a little bit about the crime, right? Let me show you guys the beauty of LA. Let me show you guys this one.
A dozen LA area gangs are targeting the city's rich in a new aggressive way. The wave of follow home robberies, including multiple thieves, putting law enforcement on high alert. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter with more.
Investigators say this terrifying trend is specific to Los Angeles. Crews of suspects in multiple cars going after victims. 2 people killed so far, hundreds of others terrorized by these brazen thieves. An innocent victim mowed down for her expensive watch. One of 5 follow-home robberies in the last 48 hours. The victim followed from a store in the jewelry district in downtown LA. She tries to flee. The suspects running her down. Look closely. You can see the woman throws her watch, which she knew they were after.
In my 34 years in the LAPD, I had never seen this type of criminal behavior in such large groups, coordinating to conduct attacks on unsuspecting citizens to take their property and or vehicles.
The LAPD.
And it's 34 years, but yet these guys support the people that are in office that let these laws go by.
These new follow-home robbery task force says gang members are to blame for the more than 220 incidents in the city. The thieves targeting victims with expensive watches and designer handbags. The items sold on the black market for pennies on the.
You guys go back and see this one, dude. This is when the shit's just. This is right here. This is Gotham City type stuff here. Tell me I'm wrong.
An innocent victim mowed down for her.
They ran this lady over to get the watch in broad daylight.
Expensive watch. One of 5 follow-home robberies in the last 48 hours. The victim followed from a store in the jewelry district in downtown LA. She tries to flee. The suspects running her down.
You got
it. Look closely. You can see the woman throws her watch, which she knew they were after.
And that's what's going on out here in LA.
Once again, one of the main reasons suspects who are arrested and quickly released only to commit more crimes, like Matthew Adams, accused of committing 7 more follow-home robberies.
I think that process is counter to the need for a criminal justice system to be viewed as a deterrent for those that engage in crime, and a deterrent for those that would want to engage in crime or be tempted to, because there's a belief or perception amongst some in their community that there's a
What's up, big Chingo? Chingo Bling is in the building.
Chief Moore says the U.S. attorney is.
What's up? Let me see. Let me get the guy out of here. What's up, big dog? Keep speaking your mind. You know how we do it, Chingo. And that's what it is, man. We got Gotham City going on out here. We got people literally running people over so they can rob them. That is no F's given. I don't care about the laws. I don't care about the cops. I don't care about the punishment, right? I don't know. How's that? Patrol yourselves and we're gonna hug these criminals. We're gonna help these guys. My God, dude. Yeah, exactly. This is LAPD. Michael Moore took a knee during the BLM. Yeah, they all folded, man. They all folded. They all run from it now. You can't find one politician that says, "Oh no, when I said defund the police, I didn't mean that." No, oh come on, man. You can't run from it. This is what happened. We all knew it. Well, the ones that at least were speaking about it. If you were all on that side and thought, yeah, that was right, you were wrong. I hate to break the news to you. You were wrong. And this is the outcome of that. And it's only gonna get worse, man. Let's see who we got. We got in the building. Rogelio, what's up with you, Roger?
Hey, what's going on, Gil? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right, man. Talk to us, man.
All right, brother. Hey, listen, I'm catching the vibe here. So I just wanted to ask you, as a man, maybe you can recommend something to the audience in a positive way, like, a lot of these guys that, really, like, for instance, what trade could you recommend to a young person who's starting out in life? Somebody who doesn't want to go to college or somebody who can't go to college. What trade can they do that would make them money, like, air conditioning, plumber, stuff like that?
It all comes down to the person, because just about any trade you can really make some money, right? But it depends what kind of person you are, because like in my trade, it's hard work, especially when you first start. You're going to be digging ditches. You're going to be breaking your back until you finally figure out what you're doing, right? So it's going to be hard work.
Right.
But then there's other guys who may like more AC work, and it's running duct, but at the same time, you got to understand, you might find yourself in Arizona in a duct and it's about 130 degrees in the attic, or you might be an electrician. So, or something. This is the mistake I made, Roger. I remember when I was younger, my brother went to mechanic school and he was always great with his hands, right? So my mom tells me, "Hey, here's some money. Go to Phoenix with your brother to go to school." And I went. I enrolled. I ended up getting arrested and went to jail for a couple of years. But I still had to pay the tab of the school loan that I got, which was about $15,000 back in those days. So now when I tell people, especially young men and women, I have this conversation with my family, and unfortunately, a lot of times they don't want to listen to me. I tell them, listen, do not jump on the first thing to go to school because they're going to give you so much money and it's going to be a grant, it's going to be this. Yeah, unless you're 100% sure that's what you want to do in life. Because if not, you're going to blow that money and then you're going to owe it for the rest of your life.
No, and I completely agree. And that's the reason why I was telling you, because I was asking you actually, because I think that, young people, we did, like in my generation, I'm kind of the same, I'm Gen X,
okay,
same generation as you. And, my parents told me, hey, you got to go to school. If you're not going to go to school, you're going to fail. I never liked school. And here's the thing: I was never able to work with my hands. That was the worst thing.
Right.
So for me, even if I were to order something on Amazon and have to assemble it, my God, it's a nightmare. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Luckily for me, like, and I dropped out of high school, dude. I dropped out in the 9th grade. I went back and I got my GED. I passed it the first time and all that. I just had the gift of gab, and that's how I made my career.
Well, that's usually what it is. It's usually, what you're good at. Like with me, I can assemble stuff. I can do that. But as far as like how my brother was a great mechanic, I couldn't do it. I could do it if I have to, and I still do some stuff around my truck here and there, but I really don't enjoy it. So I think if you get a job, make sure you're going to enjoy it. Like me, I like being outside. I've had jobs before, Roger, where guys say, "Hey, Gil, I'm going to pay you a lot of money. Come into the office. You don't got to be out there," but I just don't like it. I don't like office work.
I know. But I mean, I think it'll be like, maybe, even with your background, and stuff like that, how you made it, through the years and this and that. It'll be, because a lot of, guys out there, they're kind of like, shit, what do I do?
Yeah.
But, I think that we should be pointing, a lot of the trades are going to be good jobs.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. So, like, I'll be honest with you, man. If I can turn back, dude, I would love to be a plumber or an air conditioning guy. I mean, some of those guys make good money. I have my own company. I mean, but
oh, they make great money.
I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, that was my point, bro. Anyway, dude, that's it.
All right, Roger.
All right,
I'll catch you a little bit late. Yeah. So that was actually. They say, Roger, are you okay? Let's see. Roger's not asking Roger questions. He actually does. He'll be back, I'm sure. No, but yeah, listen. When it comes to any trade, make sure that's what you want to do. Especially before you go to school for it. Make sure that's what you want to do, because you don't want to be. I think nowadays like $25,000 to $35,000, and young people believe that's free money. There's no such thing as free money. You're gonna have to pay back. And those type of loans, you cannot file for bankruptcy. You cannot let it go to collection. You're gonna owe that money. You start working a job. You start working your Social Security. They're gonna come after that money. So to me, it's find something you really like and then invest in yourself. Every time like new guys come to work, I hire new guys, and then they're there for a week or so. I tell them, listen, man, invest in yourself, kid, or invest in yourself, guy. Every paycheck, like with my trade, you're gonna use hammer, you're gonna use tape measure, you're gonna use a chalk line, you're gonna use a square, maybe a level, and as you climb up, maybe by your own skill set. But I always tell them, listen, every paycheck, instead of going out and buying that pair of shoes or that new shirt, or going out to eat to dinner with your boys and all that, buy yourself at least one tool. Buy yourself a tape measure. Buy yourself a nice hammer. Buy yourself that square. Buy yourself that nice set of bags, or just a decent set of bags, because tool bags can get up to upwards of hundreds of dollars once you really get into trading. You'll know the difference, because when guys first come in, they'll come with a little bag, and I said, don't worry, in a couple of weeks, you're going to look at that bag, you're going to laugh at it. And what do you mean, Gil? I said, you'll see. Then I'll see him like a couple weeks later. Hey, Gil, I got my new bags. I said, there you go. So what you got to do is you got to invest in yourself, man, because if you don't invest in yourself, nobody else will, people. So that's the quote of the day. Okay, so what we got? I respect your honesty, man. Mr. Brandon I said, this is Brandon. I respect your honesty. Truth, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. You guys see? No, we didn't see that drunk. I don't know who that drunk is. Oh, the gang members in El Salvador are running like roaches. They don't know where to run. Yeah, the homie Creeps on IG. He's got them. They got the face, and they're putting out kind of blood. I don't know if it's blush. I don't know about makeup, but yeah, they're trying to hide their faces. Now. They're trying to hide their faces, man. I respect. Yeah, for sure. This guy said, being a gigolo is good trade. No benefits or 401k. No. End zone. Watch a Gil with the fresh cut. There you go, homeboy. $15, homeboy. $15 in my hood, carnal. I ain't paying no $60. I ain't no sucker. All right, so we had the robbery thing go on, right? Now let's go. We're gonna open this up a little more. We got the robbery, and now not the wrong one, Gilly. And now we're gonna talk a little bit about where's the guy? So it kind of relates to the same thing as this, which actually no. Let's go a little bit off a topic here, man. Let's go with this guy right here. Let me show you what the new gangster is now, carnal. So we all know. We'll get back to him. We all know and heard of the infamous 6ix9ine, right? That New York rapper turned snitch and owns it, and is Mr. Gangster. And my issue with 6ix9ine is that he's still out there being the gangster. Yeah, he's pulling covers to the game, which is good to a point, but this is the reality of what's going on with the gangster issue. There you go. Look at that. Fierce Lokester, I mentioned you to some Norteños in Merced, and they said they heard of you, AC. Well, shout out to Merced, homeboy. It's all love, carnal. Here we go. So this is 6ix9ine video. We don't got to sit here and watch the whole video and all the music, but what I'm getting at here is that's the game now. That guy, 6ix9ine, was on a podcast, I think Academics or something, while Wacko was there. I think some other guy was there. I forgot his name. And he came in with a whole new crew of goons. And these goons are good in their hood. And they pretty much said something to the effect like, we don't jack rats, but in other words, this is our rat. It's come to a point where the hood's for sale. The hood's for sale. I mean, it's especially more, I believe, and you can take it the way you want. I'm not meaning disrespectful, but in African American gangs. In African American gangs, it seems like I don't know so much about out here in LA, but definitely now in New York, the hood's for sale. Even out here to a point because you would have guys like Chris Brown and other guys claiming certain hoods. Why? Because these guys wanted to have guys with money around them to use them to party. But now they got a guy like 6ix9ine and they're accepting him. They're straight saying, and it's crazy because they're in front of him talking about this is our rat. Like yeah, he ratted, but he's solid. No, because they're using him for the clout. They're using him for the money. I think eventually this relationship is gonna go just as sour as the last one with the other guys. And these guys don't learn. These guys don't seem to learn, don't seem to understand. You're gonna get caught up with that guy, and he's gonna tell on everybody. And these guys are not the sharpest tools in the shit. So I'm sure they will be doing some type of illegal activity with 6ix9ine. And 6ix9ine is and will always be a target for the feds. Because I can guarantee you the feds would love to get at this fool and pretty much see. I'm on the phone, short dog, and pretty much arrest him. That's what it is, man. But that's what's going on. Let me see. What's up? No están pendejos el güey. What we got, man? What we got? What was that? What was that? It's always been for sale, Gil. There is no honor among thieves. No, there is no honor among thieves and killers. And the game hasn't always been for sale. No, not in that way, man. In a certain way where people will probably bring people to the hood, whether it's vatos that ain't from the hood or hyenas that ain't from the hood, they got a little bit of money and they milk them. Yeah, that's always happening, and that's always gonna happen. But when you've got the world's biggest informant, at least the United States, as far as the gang culture goes, 6ix9ine is without a doubt the most popular and biggest informant in the scene, right? When you're accepting him and pretty much coming on camera and saying, "Yeah, he's our rat," so what? That's that should show you that it's dead, homie. Like that game is absolutely gone. Nobody cares because why? Because the next guy is gonna say, well, "Shit, 6ix9ine snitched on this fool. I will too." And I get it too when 6ix9ine says stuff like, "Well, what am I supposed to be doing? Life in prison? Would that be the smart move?" No, none of it's a smart move, but that's the game, man. And unfortunately, that game is dead. Well, not unfortunately. Hopefully, people realize that game's gonna be dead. But the sad reality is they're not gonna realize it. They're gonna continue to go to jail. They're gonna get Buck Rogers amount of time, and then they're gonna be crying about why are you locking us up? Why? Because you're acting a fool. Because you're hitting people with cars. Because you're robbing people. Because you're killing people over a block. You're doing the same old buffoonery we were doing. Don't get me wrong. I was doing the same stupid shit, but at least now we know it's all for nothing. Cause not. They don't want to hit the like button. They don't like hitting the like button. Even the mafia snitched. So, well, easy blue, but the mafia didn't say after you snitch. Well, come on over. You're okay. You can come back to the hood. So figure that out, Mr. Easy Blue. You gotta relax on that blue, homie. It might be doing something to your brain. Gil, do you think so? Your gang now has a 6ix9ine in their camp that is rapping too? I don't think so. I could see it maybe on somebody else's side that they could do that. I'm sure that's going to eventually happen. But as far as like a neighborhood having some guy like that, no, it wouldn't fly. It wouldn't fly. Will it happen eventually? Yeah, I think it'll happen eventually. This whole gang thing is little like I've said. This whole gang thing is like the wild west. We were one of the few last cowboys coming out of the 1800s into the 1900s, and America is changing. It's the same thing now, but instead of the 1800s to the 1900s, we're going for the 1900s to the 2000s, and that gangster it's dying out. It's gone. People are still being killed. But as far as any real honor, no, it's a cutthroat free fall. Everybody's snitching, everybody's telling, and that's why I say stay away from that, man. It was bad enough and hard. Listen, people have always snitched. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. People have always snitched, and they will snitch to the end of times. But now the acceptance of how people just 6ix9ine was the one that let it all out. He opened the dam up, and it is what it is. But it just surprises me how you got young gang members out there in New York now dealing with that. And I think Wacko asked one of the guys, and the guy said, "Well, there's a bunch of old heads out here, and you got old rats walking around New York, and they ain't doing nothing to them." So, according to those guys, not me. According to your own people from New York, they got a bunch of ratatouilles everywhere in their hoods, and nobody cares. So, I guess if you got money, you can snitch, homie. There you go. That's the license to drive. He's nothing compared to Sammy the Bull. Yeah, I get that, but I want to say 6ix9ine is still kind of the guy who let Sammy the Bull out. As far as that goes, he made it more of a okay. It is what it is, because most regular people, they don't care, and I get that. Most people don't care, but yeah, Sammy the Bull. But Sammy the Bull's still out there trying to act like a gangster. But he Sammy the Bull was a super gangster. But the minute he snitched in the game, I mean, I'm not saying Sammy's a punk, but he's a punk like that. I'm saying in the game, rules of the game. When Sammy the Bull was a super gangster guy and was a made guy and was on top of the food chain, he wanted notoriety for being what he was. He was Sammy the Bull, the gangster. The minute Sammy the Bull dropped dime, the part of the game is he's a punk. When it comes to the game, let's talk about the game. That's when Sammy the Bull became a punk. So it's crazy how they want to be gangsters when they got that, but then all of a sudden when they snitch, they want to say they want to pull a 6ix9ine and say, "Oh man, they're talking about my girl, man." Nah, come on, homie. You can't have it both ways, carnal. You can't have it both ways. Ta-da. Let's see. That's tried a long time ago. Gangsters nowadays get caught up on purpose just to drop dimes. That's how you earn those teardrops, Gills. Thought you knew, carnal. I don't know. I don't want to know, oh boy. I'm good. I'll buy me some fake teardrops from Amazon, oh boy. The way to go. All right, there you go. Nobody go do a crime with, not with the Pancho Villa, but this Pancho Villa, because dropping dime is the way to go. Somebody said, "I ain't dropping dime, I'm just keeping it real, homeboy." Shit. Not snitching resulted in the destruction of gente Navarro. No, I don't believe so. I don't think it's that. I think what destroyed the barrios was the escalation of violence that happened between us, and then the glamorization, romanticizing of prison was another one. So it's escalation, romanticizing of prison, and then last but not least, drug addiction. Those three are the main things that destroyed our neighborhoods, straight up. Everything else, the snitching that came with it, but it wasn't that. But I think you're saying more of maybe of the community. But you got to remember, a lot of these communities were being held hostage. I know mine, my neighborhood was. Everybody, and most neighborhoods were. People were scared to say anything because there's a good chance if you say something against the gang members, you're gonna get shot, you're gonna get killed, and nobody wanted to sit there and do that. Nowadays, it's a little bit different. Nowadays, people are like, "Get the phone out. I'll call the cops." That I get. I don't see somebody living in an apartment, living a normal life, or in a house, or anywhere for that matter, and having somebody break into their pad or break in their car and they call the cops. They're not a snitch. They're just regular citizens doing their thing. So I don't know if that's what you were talking about. Life you couldn't handle. Yeah, he joined the life you couldn't handle, Scrappy, but most guys can't handle that. I'm not saying, when I say most guys most guys don't want to handle that, because I haven't talked to one of my homies that's doing a grip of time that's like, yeah, homie, I'm just right here. Nah, most of them out there like, "Hey, fool, it's just fucked up. I'm bored as hell. How's it going out there?" They want to be out here free. Most of the guys that thought they were gonna go to prison and get this huge following, everything was gonna be beautiful. It just didn't work out that way. Give me 1 second. Who's hitting me up here? I don't know, Holmes. Okay, got it. Dropping dimes earned you those face tacas, carnal. Is that how that shit works? Okay, so let me ask you: was there ever any honor? Come on. No, I think there was. I think you can't sit there and say there wasn't any honor, because there was a certain thing of honor. Okay, I got busted the very first time in October 19th, 1991. I'm in a story now, Raj. You got to wait. I got busted October 19th, 1991. It was me, one of my homies to the right, homie behind me, and another homie there. Two of them were adults. They were looking at life in prison for attempted murder on the cops. I was a young guy. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. The day I got found guilty, they got released, and they were looking all kind of time. That was honor because why? Because we chose to get into a vehicle, allegedly, to get guns, allegedly, and go bust on people, allegedly. When we make that pack, we're making that pack. We're having that honor, whether you agree with what it was. With now, I don't agree with it, right? But I'm saying, as far as gang membership, I made that commitment with you to go put in work. And what does that entail? That means I'm gonna go put in work, and if I get popped, I'm not gonna snitch on you, homie. That's the deal I'm making. Even though we're not signing anything, even though we're not even talking about it like that, we're just like, hey, homie, let's go put in some work, get in the ride, let's do this, right? That's the bottom line. But when you're in the hood, you from the hood, this is what you signed up for. And the thing is, a lot of people think that's what they signed up for until they actually get popped. And that's when they start squealing and saying, oh, the game got no. That was the honor part of the game. And that's gone, homie. That's absolutely gone. So hopefully that makes a little sense to you, carnal. That's the thing, homie. You do the crime, got to man up and do the time. This generation obviously don't believe in that. No, they do not. And I get it, but that's what I'm saying. Don't do it. Okay, so amigo de bully, he's smoking some good weed, homie. He's smoking some good weed. All right, there you go, carnal. There you go. Who's this guy right here? Oh, that's the only one I saw. There you go. Shared in Facebook. Moises Carrera, thank you for that membership, carnal. See, he's got to just share, homeboy. I don't condone snitching. Okay. Not that. I don't condone snitching, but not snitching isn't the greatest path living a cutthroat life. Hold on. Let me get this real quick. 669. I've just missed you. You can call again. That was probably 69. I'm excuse me. Maybe I'll tap back in with the guy. My bad, player. Let's see what you got here. Where's that caller at? Oh boy. No, I missed it. Oh, here we go. Give me a second. Let me see what you got. Oh, I want to talk to you, Mr. Haper. Yes, sir. What's up, brother? Talk to me.
Yeah, you were talking about what was going on with the snitching, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, you were saying about like we didn't sign up for that and stuff like that. I understand that. And you're talking about was this about that? I just turned your channel on, and were you guys talking about 6ix9ine?
Well, I brought up 6ix9ine because now he's accepted in another crew over there, and the guys are like pretty much saying, there's snitches going around our neighborhood that older guys don't do anything about it, so we're kind of accepting them. So I'm just telling them that's the life now. He pretty much broke the mold, and everybody's pretty much snitching.
Yeah, and I had this talk with a buddy of mine. I've never been to the prison, but my buddy has, and
right.
I was talking to him about it, and I was like, hey, look, man, when people say we didn't sign up for that, well, I also didn't sign up for my homeboys to do me dirty either.
Right.
You know, or I'm saying in particular in different situations. So like a say 6ix9ine situation, the way he was done dirty, you know, they were taking money from him, they were robbing him.
Right.
You're gonna tell me I gotta go do time for people that are robbing me and
you're talking about 6ix9ine, right?
Yeah, well, I'm talking about like
in general.
Even if it was my homeboys from back in the day, right? And they're sleeping me, taking my money,
right?
Doing my old lady,
yeah,
on my back,
yeah,
which is fine. You know what? Okay, you're doing my old lady on my back. I don't care. I've been in positions where I've actually accepted my friend's apology over him sleeping with a girl,
right?
Ex-girl of mine. So that's not a big deal. But what I mean, I'm not saying me personally would say, but I kind of understand where he's coming from.
Oh no,
You know what I mean?
Look, okay, I understand what you're saying, but that is a cop out. Because this is why. Because you do sign up for that. When you live in that gangbanging lifestyle, you sign up for everything and anything that comes with it. And what comes with that? Somebody does that to me back then, or somebody does that to me if I'm in that lifestyle. Guess what I do? I don't call the cops and work a deal with it. I get a strap and I go take care of the business, just like I'm rapping about. I'm gunning this and I'm gunning that, and I'm coming this way, I'm coming that. He's coming with all that energy about all the shit he's doing. But then as soon as he gets caught up, what's the first thing he do? He squeals. And then he starts telling everybody, oh, well, they were messing with my girl and they were jacking me for money. Well, then that means you ain't that gangster. But now he's back again, rapping about all that gangster stuff he does.
No, like I said, I'm just trying to understand. Like, that's why I asked my buddy. I go, man, I don't know if I signed up for that. You know what I mean? If that happened to me back in the day.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, but when you're in that lifestyle, brother, it's all cutthroat. That's what you're. Unfortunately, that's what you're signing up for. So young men, beware.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm your age, bro. So I understand.
I appreciate the phone call, brother. I appreciate it. Huh?
No problem.
Right. See, and there you go. You got another young guy or old guy. Happy Perez said, bro, it's not 6ix9ine, it's the hood's fault. Come on. Again, when you're from a hood, homie, you're gonna get tested. Some fools will do you dirty if you let them do you dirty. And the hood will do you as dirty as you let them do you, especially if you got money like that. If you gangster with it, you get your run back. That's the rules of the game. You signed up for that. If you're going to be a gangbanger, if you're going to be a dope dealer, if you're going to be anything like that, why do you think dope dealers have guns? You think they have guns just to floss them on Instagram? No. A dope dealer's job is if somebody comes and jacks me, I'm going to bust in this fool. I'm going to kill him. That's the game. And you're going to possibly do life in prison over it. That's the game. If you want to get involved in that game, get your money. I say stay the hell away from it. But that's the game. Don't sit here now and tell me, oh man, but this drug dealer, he took my stuff, officer. I gave him a couple ounces, and he was supposed to give me a couple thousand. He didn't give me no. You don't go to the cops crying. You get your strap. You take care of business. That's the game. In other words, if you're not willing to risk your life, stay the hell out of that game, homie. Hung up. I don't think he wants to be in the game. Let's go. That's just the game. It's a deadly game, but yet it is the game. I bet you, if you defended yourself out on the streets right now, if you're getting robbed, you're the one that would be facing jail time. Yeah, unfortunately, yes. Let's see who this is. Who's this?
You?
What's up, brother? Buenas tardes.
Hey, I'm coming from Fresno, Fresno area. I'm upstate today, homeboy.
What's up, Fresno upstate? Talk to us.
And I just want to say, they don't make battles. I used to make them back then, homeboy.
No, not at all. Fools are breaking, fools are soft, but that's okay. That's why I say stay out that game, homie. Stay out that life, because it ain't what it's cracked up to be. And most likely, if you're sitting right now, not you yourself, homie, but any youngster, you're sitting in a room right now with about 5 guys, and you go do a hot one, I'm almost guarantee you one of those guys is gonna snitch on you, homie. Just look around the room, homie. No, you may know, but that guy's gonna snitch on you.
Exactly, homie. And that's everywhere, my boy. Everywhere.
Yeah, and that's why we need to elevate our game, stop all that silly foolishness, and make that money, homie. That real money, not the money that you can make real quick and the cops are gonna break down your door. I'm talking about that money that you can keep in your pocket, put in your bank, and they can't touch you, homie. That's the kind of money we need to make.
Hey, and that's what it is, carnal.
All right, brother. Hey, homie, I appreciate the call, homeboy.
All right, brother.
That's what's up. There you go. The youngsters, not youngsters. No, the young men are listening, homeboy. The young men are listening. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what we got. Okay. Da-da-da-da. What's up, Rogelio?
Hey, brother, listen, with all due respect, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to disagree with you on 6ix9ine. I'm going to tell you why.
Good. Let's go.
Yeah, many reasons. Number one, I think, okay, maybe this is a racist thing, but I think because he's Hispanic. Okay. And I do support him because the big thing he did, he was the first breakout Hispanic rapper ever.
I've heard that.
He's way bigger. He's way bigger than all the Chicano rappers put together. Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Numbers don't lie.
That's a fact.
Okay, number two.
Yes.
Okay, the guy made a mistake, Gil. He made a mistake. You made a mistake when you were young.
Okay.
I made a mistake.
Can I rebuttal that one now?
So does he have to pay the rest of his life?
I'll tell you right now.
I mean, you're
wait.
No, with your logic.
Wait.
Go ahead.
He made a mistake. Yes. but now he's still talking and rapping and doing the same shit that he was doing a couple years ago when he was in that mess. He's back to being the same exact guy.
That's his profession, though.
No, it was show business before he brought the goons on. He brought another gang from New York that's a certified gang that are doing the same thing that the other guys were doing, and he's gonna find himself in the same situation in the next couple of years. I guarantee it, because he wants to live that gangster life, but doesn't want to pay the price for it. There's a price for it.
No, but Gil, a lot of gangsters have done that, and a lot of drug dealers have done that. They've ratted on their connections. They've gotten new connections. And they do it all the time.
Oh, I know, but I'm calling it out. They're saying six nine. He's a punk. He's a punk. Come on, a guy who does. Okay, is 6ix9ine a punk?
But okay, let me ask you this though: by why is he the exception in your mind?
What do you mean the exception?
From all these other?
No, they're not. They're all punks.
No, because you're making him an exception, though.
They're all punks.
You're making him.
No, because you know why? You know why? Because he's the biggest guy out there, so it's easy for people to relate. That's why. I'm not gonna talk about some vato they call Joker over here that nobody knows about. I'm gonna call about somebody everybody knows about.
Let me make my last point.
Yes.
Let me make my last point. Let me ask you this. Okay.
Yes.
Would 6ix9ine? Okay, Tekashi 6ix9ine, all this negative thing about him. Let me ask you a real question.
Yeah,
Do you think all this would matter if the baby would do it? If he wasn't Hispanic, and there's another racism that comes attached to this.
Right.
Think about this logically. If 6ix9ine wasn't Mexican, if he was a black guy like the baby, do you think he would have all this pushback?
I think he would still get pushback, but I think
no, he would not.
Okay, you're not going to let me answer. Then why you ask me a question if you don't want to let me answer it, Roger? Why you ask me a question if you don't want me to answer? Oh, well, let me know. Well, let me know next time. I'll stay quiet and I'll just nod my head.
Oh my God.
Listen, 6ix9ine is a marketing genius. 6ix9ine is a very, very smart individual. But
and that's why I support him, dude. I think because, listen, I get it. There's a lot of negative stuff about him, but you know what? Guess what? You preach about unity. We preach about, it's the same thing with the black community. We have to support our people no matter what. You say it with the same thing. It's like when a black guy gets beat up by the police. That's why we're so divided. We're like the American political system.
Oh yeah,
we're divided on everything.
Yeah, but
I think that
6ix9ine is not a great guy to unite us or try to unite us in any way. 6ix9ine, he's the world's listen. He has talent, but he's the world's biggest troll. He's the most talented troll in the world. He's even got more talent than you, Roger.
Okay, exactly, and you know what? God bless him for that. And he's Hispanic or Mexican or whatever he is, and God bless him. He's putting us in the map. So I say let's support.
I respect your opinion, Roger. But listen,
hey,
I just think he's gonna find himself. Okay, listen, he's gonna find himself in the world of hurt. 2 years. Remember that in 2 years.
So what? I know you found yourself in the world of hurt. No, everybody finds herself.
No, but he was already in that world of hurt. Now he's gonna be back into it after saying, "Oh my God, they did this. He sound like you. They did this. They did that to me." Now he's back to doing the same shit.
Okay, well, whatever. Okay, I agree to disagree. Thank you, Gil.
Whatever. You know what my daughter told me? My daughter told me every time somebody says whatever, that means you're right. So I'll take that whatever. And see, people like this, where you at, buddy? Where you at? People like this, they begin their feelings hurt, and it got nothing to do with that, homie. Let me see. Oh, real truth talk. That's the man right there. Yes, sir. Prison sucks. I did 22 years. 5 years solitary confinement. Now I've been out for 10 years, happily married, house, cars, and daughter. Well, God bless you, homie. And you could tell them, people think that they're going to go to the joint and it's the promised land and here you've made it. Nah, there's a lot of boredom, carnal. There's a lot of boredom, homie. The rules of the game. Let's see what we got in here. People, that's good. It's good. People get pumped up. I saw that, man. 6ix9ine gave $1 million pesos to some family in Mexico. Did you see that? Yes, and it made me feel good. I loved it. I think the guy does do it out of the kindness of his heart, but at the same time, he also does it to flex, and he does it to get the support of Mexicanos. And I'm sure that family there doesn't give a crap if he's a snitch or not, and I wouldn't either if I was in their position whatsoever. The thing that rubs me the wrong way on 6ix9ine, and don't think I lose sleep over it, it's a conversation. It's that he just came out of that. He just came out of complaining or justifying why he dropped dime and they were trying to take his girl and they were stealing his money and they were doing all this. And now he's back with another crew of guys that are gonna do the exact same shit. What do you think? You're going from one gang to another, and that gang's gonna be lovable, and they go, nah, man, he's a fool, homie. So he's got coming whatever he's got coming, homie. Nah, 6ix9ine will be in the studio, chale. Uh, He's going broke, but he's buying protection. It's coming out of premium. Yeah, they're gonna get him, dude. That ain't nothing for free, homie. Let's see what you got. Don't buy his album. Listen, the guy's got some beat. He's got some music, but yeah, I'm good, homie. Oh, Moses, Mr. Moses Carrera, super sticker, $10. Thanks for the membership and thanks for that super chat, homeboy. Appreciate you. The game is watered down. No, come on, homie. You know it is. We don't say Bruno, homeboy. What is your prediction on Canelo versus who's it? Bivol? I think Canelo's gonna have a tough one. Canelo's still a beast. I don't think they're really putting anybody up there that's a Canelo's things. But then again, it's boxing. All you need is one hit, and you could be done. Canelo. All right, see what we got. Juan Rodriguez, what say you? Talk to me.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Rodriguez.
What's going on, my man?
Hey, I just want to say that I appreciate everything you do, bro. How you being positive and helping the gente, and also what you're saying is true, bro. 6ix9ine hasn't learned his lesson,
right?
And like they say, if you can't stand the heat, stay out the kitchen. And he hasn't learned his lesson. And he's getting back into the mix.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like I said, if he would have just done his thing, kept doing his shows, and not talk about the crap that he's talking about, he's still mocking people. He's still telling guys that are from Chicago, they got your homie. When you gonna get your payback? When are you gonna kill somebody because they killed your homie? So he's back to pushing that same energy after showing everybody he's not about that life, not even close.
Yes.
So if you want to do music, that's one thing. If you want to sit there and call out some gang member that's actually out there banging or in that life and call him a punk, it's like, is that the world we live in now? But listen, everything's got a price, and 6ix9ine will definitely pay that price for going back and messing around with these other gang members again.
All right. He's going to get burned.
He's going to get burned, homie. You know it. All right, man.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for those kind words, brother. Appreciate it.
Gracias.
You got it, brother. Bye. Yeah, he's going to get burned, homie. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. See what you got. Da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah. No, it does. I mean, a rat is a rat. It has nothing to do with the race. I saw some guy, I couldn't find it again. He was talking about West Coast. This has nothing. Get out of your feelings. This has nothing to do with East Coast rats and West Coast rats and Midwest rats. This just has to do in general as a conversation. So please relax with that. People always get into their feelings so much. Da-da-da-da. Whatever. I called the cops. Yeah, I did. Call me 20 times a day. And don't worry about the people. He is. What you got? Gil and 6ix9ine say the N-word all the time, homie, all the time. See what you got. All right. You can call in, homie. Hit that like. That's a good one. 6ix9ine only talent is testifying. No, but the guy, I can't sit there and say he doesn't have talent. He has a lot of talent. He has some great marketing stuff. Like I said, he is the king of trolls, and everybody wants him because everywhere he goes, he'll get millions of views because he's talking his drama. He does make some good points. I won't say he doesn't when it comes to what should I be better gangster doing life in prison. No, I get that, but you came back out and you're doing the same thing with the same energy, with the same flow, with the same thing. So in other words, you want to play this character of this big time gangster, this big time killer, this big time this, but you ain't. But you're going to start hanging around with them and they're going to get you again. And whoever gets involved with them and they get caught up in any kind of requack, that's what they deserve. I mean, every single one of them. They all deserve one another. See? Supporting 6ix9ine because he's Mexican shows your lack of character. I think they're talking to you, Roger. I don't know, boy. I think they're talking to you. Yeah, Roger's tripping. But no, Roger has said that before. Roger has definitely said that. Be real rips better. Let me see. At times. What's going on, Paul? Keep up the real talk. That's all we do, Paul. Esa les duelen. Shout out to you, Paul. See what you got. Isaiah, what's going on, man?
Man, what's popping? You know?
What's that?
What's popping?
Oh, another beautiful Tuesday. We're talking a little bit about 6ix9ine. We're talking a little bit about the crime in California. We're talking a little bit about this, a little bit about that.
Okay. So I've been listening since the beginning, but so my question is, like you say, all Latinos. So this Bad Bunny role in Marvel, it's not just that. I'm not trying to sound racist about it, but Puerto Ricans have been getting the same quality of attention, I feel, like in hip hop and everything else, like since the beginning, because you have Big Pun, Fat Joe, there's Julio Volpio, there's all kinds of them.
Right.
So how does that help us as Chicanos, as far as Chicano? Because like when I see it, like they never accepted, the tube socks and the real baggy shorts and the way we creased up and things like that.
Right.
So I'd be more focused on that versus all Latinos, because we don't get the same amount of attention as Puerto Ricans and shit.
I understand what you're saying, right? But I believe you're wrong, because you got guys like Jimmy Humilde, who's got a bunch of acts that get not maybe as much as Bad Bunny, but do get some millions and millions of following, right? And I think the issue is this, because see, I stand in a unique position, right? I'll say it now, I'll say it again. I'm Chicano, homie. That's how I was raised. That's how I am. I'm from North Hollywood, homie. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I'm also from Honduras. So I know what it is when people will sit there and be like, you know what? A lot of people, without me ever saying that, would always think I was from Sinaloa or something, de Mexico, right? But I think the issue was that for too many years, the Southern California Chicano, especially, we kind of excluded everybody. It wasn't so much them excluding; it was us excluding everybody else. Because for one, we weren't messing with blacks. Guys up in the Bay Area, they were messing with blacks, so they kind of got more of that flow, more of that mixture, and we excluded ourselves from many parts of the country. And I think that's what pretty much came back now to kind of bite us in the butt and be like, hey, why aren't we so mainstream in the media? Well, because for so many years it was like how the mafia would say La Cosa Nostra. That's what it was for us. It was our thing, and we didn't want anybody in it. And now that the world's gone ahead and kind of left us behind, now we're like, well, why aren't we in all this stuff? But to me, my attitude is this, homie. My attitude is, when one Latino wins, we all win. The more of us are out there, eventually it'll help us all grow. And if we kind of exclude ourselves, I think that's not good for us. But that's just my opinion.
I agree. Like Latinos in general, like we all win. But like as someone like growing up, we had American Me and Blood In, Blood Out and stuff like that.
Right.
But you hear it nowadays from people, like BLM. We support the blacks, the browns, but our music doesn't get heard. And most people will probably say, like, for example, like I'm a big Little Rob fan.
Right.
I'm a big Little Rob fan. You probably only heard one single from him on the radio, which was Summer Night.
Summer, right.
But like, even you're talking about the Bay and stuff, excluding a lot of the Bay, they the blacks and the browns fuck with each other. But who do you hear more of from the Bay? You hear E40, Too Short. You don't hear Big Tone. You don't hear Big Tone from the North there or anything like that.
But I think that also comes to us, because even back then, if you were here, Big Tone, we would talk shit and say, "Oh, that vato's not from down here." I think we've had so much tribalism in us, and so much like I was saying earlier, like, "Oh, this guy's not that." Like almost like we're talking about the Bad Bunny thing. I think we need to just let all that stuff go and start supporting, and not live in the past and say, "Well, those guys didn't support us." Well, this is a new thing for us. This is a future for us. And in order for us to get involved, we need to start supporting everybody else. Hey, my man, I got a couple of phone calls coming in. Thanks for the phone call, huh?
All right, gracias, tío.
Appreciate it. All right, let me get you in here. I see you've been trying to call and blow me up. Go with that one. Alex, give me 1 second. Let me go. Juice County Fishing, thank you for that super chat. Saludos desde Anaheim, Califa. Saludos a mi hermano Elver Galarga. Saludos, compa. Elver Galarga. Show. All right, let's see what you got. What's going on, brother? Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, yo? How you doing, man?
I know.
You said Edgar Galarga?
Yeah.
That's funny. Hey, what's up, Gil? So I hear you talking aquí about the sheriff and all this stuff, man. Hey, man, honestly, I was going to ask you a question. What are your thoughts of the El Salvador president, man?
I think he's doing a fine job. I think that it comes to a point where you can't let your citizens go out there and get manhandled and get robbed and get killed. You know, it's one thing if you want to be a gangbanger and you guys want to kill each other, y se quieren matar, pues que se maten. But when you start just terrorizing people, and that's what they do. They're terrorizing people, they're taxing people, and if they don't pay, they're trying to kill them. So I think he's doing a good thing.
Yeah, no, I think same thing, bro. I think that there's a limit to like you said, gangbanging. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So when innocent people get hit in the crossfire, definitely, man. I just find it funny, man, that now all these social justice warriors are coming out, you know, in defense of, you know, the dudes out there doing the work. You know,
right?
Like, it's so fucking stupid because for so many fucking years, El Salvador was a shit show. You know,
yes,
like people were getting murdered left and right, and everybody was just quiet, just calling it the murder capital of the world. You know what I mean? But now that they're actually trying to fix it, they're coming in defense and like, oh no, don't do that. That's inhumane, not to feed. Like for me, bro, honestly, throw these fuckers in the pit. If they're confirmed fucking rapists, murderers, or whatever, just throw them in the fucking pit and kill them, bro. Like that's my thought, you know, because there's no consequences, bro. People are gonna keep doing this shit. Just like here in Cali, you're saying about the crime, like how it's going up, bro. I have a daughter, a 5-year-old daughter, bro, and I went to a 7-Eleven with her to get some chips and a soda not too long ago, like 2 weeks ago, and a dude behind me straight up looking at her ass, bro.
Oh,
I turned around because I got a really bad vibe, bro, and this dude was looking at her ass, and me, you know, as a father, I wanted to rip his fucking head off.
I bet.
But I had my child there, and he was with 2 other fools in the 7-Eleven. So what I did was calm down. I'm like, I can't fucking like, hey, what the fuck you looking at? I feel like it would have put my daughter in jeopardy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like, you know, like it's a lot of sick motherfuckers out here, man.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
getting away with shit.
Yep.
And you know, if they get caught doing some shit like, you know, child abuse or rape, whatever, dude, they should be fucking either killed or locked up for life, bro. But these motherfuckers getting out the hood, like.
For
you
sure.
Know, people getting raped. Did you hear about that rape that happened in Los Angeles at the subway or at the metro?
This was a little while back, though.
Yeah, probably like 2-3 weeks ago.
Right.
Like, shit like that, bro. Like,
yeah, it's
turning
to Gotham City, homie. It's turning to Gotham City out here, carnal. Unless we do something. If the thing is, we keep voting for the same people, we're gonna stay having the same problem. Hey, my man, thank you for the phone call. Getting a lot of feedback. Appreciate it, huh?
All right, bro.
All right, late. All right, so let me see. OG Steve, the homie from the Bronx, carnal. That's the East Coast, North Hollywood. Let me see. In trouble. It's a struggle. Gil, what's the name of the homies church you attended the other day? Oh, I went over to the Victory Outreach right here in North Hollywood, homie. The Pastor Ray, man. Great sermon. I will definitely be back, man. It was actually it was cleansing to the soul, if that makes any sense. What you got? No, Raj, you're gonna stay off for a little bit. Raj, you're gonna be all right, homeboy. I'm trying to stay out of trouble. It's a struggle. Everything's a struggle, man. Every day I wake up, it's a struggle. Every day I go to work, it's a struggle. Every day I deal with somebody, it's a struggle. But just know that the more you put into your life, the more you make the right decisions, it will eventually start getting easier because there's nothing that's going to start off easy. Nothing worth having is easy, brother. So if it's a struggle, that means it's good because that means that way you're on the right path. If it's easy, you're on the wrong path, homie. But hopefully that helps you out, carnal. He did. He signed up for it. I don't think he will, brother. Make good points. You make a good point, Gil. After he got out, he was preaching. He wasn't about that life. Yeah, now he's back being about that life because that life will bring you back, or not. Let's see what you guys got. See, I got another one for you. Yeah, hold on. Let me go. Everybody's on the. No, Raj. And call right now, Raj. You know what, Raj? I've been waiting for a super chat from you for about 2 years, homeboy. You still ain't got it, carnal. Speaking of who's going to watch the Mayans on Hulu, I usually wait and then I watched the whole thing. But you know what? I did watch and binge watch and finished off yesterday, which is a good show for anybody of you guys. I want to watch a good show. Is what is it? Showtime, HBO Max, man, about the Lakers. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff I did not know about. It was money. And then let's see what you got. Saludos, Gil tapped in. Much love and respect. Thanks for providing all the great content. Amazing channel that us Raza can relate to. Shout out to you and the area, the valley, all the hoods. That's what's up, Carnal. Appreciate you, man. Okay, what do you want, Raj? Oh, it's Don Neto. Sorry, Don Neto. I got another one coming in, man. Shit. What happened? Oh, man. We both hung up. Damn, didn't work out. Sorry, guys. Let me see if I got another one. Struggle is life. Struggle is life. You know I'm not lying, homie. Peach C. What's going on, carnal? What's up? This is Duma from PHK OC card. There you go. Orange County is in the building, everybody. And how about the life? Let's see. Ooh. El Chapo. ¿Qué pasó, Chapo?
Órale, Marco. What happened to Big JB Raw? He's all shot out, talking crazy, man.
I don't know, homie. That's your compadre. Later. This fool. I don't know, man. We like to call the studio. Call it up, homie. Call it up. I'm gonna get out of here pretty soon. You guys try and get some phone calls in here. Let's do it real quick. But I did want to show you one more. Hold on. I don't know who this is. I don't know who that is. JP.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, who? I'll make sure you're not a troll, man.
Nah, I ain't no troll, man.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Talk to me.
Nah, I've been tripping on your channel for a little bit, man, and you got a lot of great content, man. So I just wanted to give you a shout out. But about this 6ix9ine thing, bro, like, I mean, to me, it just seems like we all know, you know what I mean, that he's a snitch or whatever, and the whatever happened. But I mean, it feels like instead of the narrative being like, yeah, he snitched, that's why it's wrong to join gangs, that's why it's wrong. You know what I mean? The narrative is like, oh, like, I can't wait till he gets what he got's coming. Like, it shouldn't be like that, bro. You know what I mean? If you're going to be a positive channel, stay positive, bro. Don't push it bad. Don't push the negative narrative, even if it is a snitch.
Is that what you think I'm doing?
Nah, it's not what I think you're doing. I'm just saying, I just want, it's a fine line, bro. You know what I'm saying? Between
no,
two.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is he did what he did. And my problem isn't that now. My problem is he's back to doing the same exact thing he did, what he did. And then people are going to sit there and say, you know, or young people or people who agree with or try to make excuse for him, well, what was he supposed to do? And I'm giving you the street code. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get a strap, go out there and get your run back. But that's why I say stay out that life, because that's what comes with that life. That's exactly what it's like a dope dealer. If you're a dope dealer, you got your sack and you got your strap, homie. And what's that strap for? That strap is to kill anybody who's trying to take your sack. That is the rules of the game. That's why I say stay away from that game, because that game is deadly and the reward is none. I mean, the reward is prison or being a dope fiend or just losing everything you got. So that's kind of what I'm putting with it. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, you know, but he is gonna get what he's got coming, because he's back to dealing with people that he snitched on before, the same kind of people, and they're using him for his money.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, anyway, shouts out, Gil, man. Much love and respect to you and your channel,
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, homeboy.
For sure.
All right, for sure. Yeah, and that's what it is, man. You know, that is the basic rules of the game, homie. You get caught, you get your burner, you do your thing, and then you get ready to go do life in prison, homie. That's the reward for being a gangster, homie, for being a dope dealer. You go to the pinta and you look like this, and then you start following other people's rules, and I'm good with that. I'd rather come out, live a nice, good life. Cálmate, Cho. No me quiero calmar, güey. No me quiero calmar. Así soy. He's not from the game, Gil. So, hold on. We out of here. We out of here, people. I hope you guys have a good one. I think this was a hot live. Got 290 something. So, you know what? Hit that thumbs up. Y no me voy a calmar, güey. Okay, hold on. Let me get you, Mr. Ray. But it's okay to make music glorifying the life. Ray's always saying this. Ray's one of my guys. Sometimes I love to hate, and he hates to love me and loves to hate me. You can't sit there and just say, but it's okay to make this music. If that's the case, let's not make movies like Heat. Let's not make movies like Scarface. Let's not make any action movies that show gun violence. Let's not make any shows like Narcos. You can't sit there and just pick one certain thing and say, well, this is not. If that's the case, vamos a vivir así todos, bien hermanitos, y vamos nomás a rezar. Ay, Diosito. Nah, homie. You need to be able to separate the real from the fake, homie. And that's what it is, carnal. And hopefully that answers your question. If it doesn't, you guys have a good one, players. I'll catch you guys later. And we